Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That's a bell.
Hey.
That's a bell. Thank you. See, that's why I need you here, Jazz. That's why I need you here.
The deal.
I don't think I heard no bells all day long. You know what I'm saying? Ring, lang, 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 jang, lang,
That's a
lang.
lie. We rang the bell.
Just a
but
little
like
bit.
100 pounds.
Yeah. That's right. We alive. We awake. We are here on the patio. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it may be, wherever in the world you may be. We thank you for being here with us right now, visually and through the audio space. Coming to the space because we underneath the patio. Starting from the left all the way to the right, unincluding myself.
Your left, my right.
Yeah, my left, starting from the left.
That's me.
Yeah, everybody's left, all the way over to the right. Unincluding myself.
All of us.
Yeah.
Blessings. It's your girl Shanga, the medicine woman at my side with the patio.
Yeah.
And the people. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, Kendon, Rider for Life team. You already know what's happening.
What's the deal? Jasmine Denise.
Ooh-wee. Y'all already know who it be. King McMillie. Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Ready,
it's always gonna go. It's always gonna go. I gotta do a reverse because the shades is off right now, so I gotta put them on when we come back from the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Different type of energies come when the shades is on. You know what I'm saying? All gold, everything.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess go ahead and get your goal, baby.
But before I go get my goal, somebody tell us what we talking about today. What we talking about on the patio?
So today we're going to be talking about how the media doesn't want black families to thrive.
Oh.
Yes. Going to pack up my bag. Let me pack up my bag.
Shame on you, media.
And this is historical. Last time I checked.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on you, media.
Y'all didn't tell me about this. Let me just go on and get up out of here.
Yeah.
We need you here. You
Need that
know.
voice.
You stay here and y'all stay here too, because we gonna drop this thing and we gonna get right back to
stay,
you.
I'ma stay. All right.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rocking with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
Yes, indeed. We do hope you stay a while, because if you don't, Jazz, tell them what's gonna happen to them.
We gonna grow some ass.
No.
Grow it.
Cause I don't need no nigga. No.
All I need is a bag.
Wow, I'm not growing
And some
any
ass.
ass.
No.
There's more niggas that I don't need.
Nah, we're gonna lock them in the trunk. And we're gonna drop them off with K.
I know it's women out there that
We
like,
watching black sitcoms where the families do well and they do strong.
Yes, that's it. Man, we need those.
I know it's black women out there that like thick booty men, but I ain't getting no ass.
Wow.
Like, I got what I got, man. Deal
No
with
BBL for you?
it. Nah. I mean, they're doing it so much in
later.
the space. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
For real.
I'm starting to love the natural thing a whole lot more. Whether you got it, whether you don't got it, as long as it's yours naturally, I like it.
Man.
I like it. I love it.
Now if God gave it to you, it's exotic. Ain't that crazy?
That
Oof.
part.
Whoa.
Man.
Oof.
Message.
Oof. Yeah, I like that.
We
I
might
like
as well
that.
just go on and finish this. We might as well just finish now. That was all you needed. Right there. Dang.
Dropping them. But man, the media is out here making black families looking like they ain't thriving in America
You
and
know,
all across the world.
I'm glad that Kay just kind of popped it off for me in my mind. He said we're gonna watch all the black sitcoms, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's one thing I loved Family Matters, you know what I'm saying?
My Brother and Me.
My Brother and Me, you know, like
Cosby Show.
the Cosby Show.
All of it.
Black
Man.
families, 2-parent homes.
2-parent
Siblings.
homes.
Man.
You know?
Yeah. What was the other
Where it
one?
works and it's healthy.
With Robert Townsend, Parenthood.
Oh, the Parenthood.
Parenthood.
Like, come on, what happened?
Yeah. New
Even
generation.
We ain't got it
Moesha.
nowadays.
My wife and
Moesha.
kids.
Exactly.
Man. We even got some Disney Channel shows to where they was on there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
Raven. You know.
Yeah,
something like,
that
you
had
know,
that.
Some. Not no more now. I don't know.
Now-
No, it's
Now the ones that we have though are very toxic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of bad
Yes.
relationships with the
Really?
2-parent home shows and things like that, and the siblings not getting along, and I hate you, mom, I hate you, dad, and I just deal with you however, whatever, whenever. Like it's not looking too good.
Showing that it's okay.
Yeah.
and that's crazy because I do miss all them shows though.
Man.
That's what we
Dang.
They
got.
did something to the community.
shows.
Man.
That made you be like, oh, I can't wait to have a family.
Yeah,
Nah,
when-
for sure.
Now
For sure.
it's like,
I
okay,
want to
where
have a
that's
husband. I
at?
want to have a wife, so we can do those things.
Yeah.
When's the last time y'all sung a theme to a show like that?
Come on.
And it got you ready to made you feel good that you was about to watch whatever you was watching on TV.
Man.
You ain't singing those songs nowadays. You just turn it on the TV.
Nah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
If
they
you-
ain't even got
if
good
you
theme
do,
songs
yeah.
for the stuff.
Real quick
I-
snippet. Come get this toxic shit, and the show
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah. For real though.
Get
For
the
real.
toxic shit to do.
For real. So, man. I would.
It's a rare condition this day and age. Reading something on a newspaper page.
Hey, for real, like I'm telling you, that was fantasy. And a lot of black shows back then too, like A Different World and all that stuff too. Just like with the blacks, like
It showed the truth. People struggling, looking for work, and how they made it happen. The solution.
our story.
Our story.
Yeah.
Our story.
Yeah.
But
Man.
now with this generation, it's like they don't know nothing about that.
No.
You be like, oh, you see My Brother and Me? What
And-
is
and-
that?
Talking about-
Or they don't want to watch it. Like, nah, this is boring.
And this
Because they're not
generation,
Because they not
entertained
entertained
by it.
It's not no fighting.
There's
it's
a
not
disconnection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't want the comedy.
this generation is a part of the problem because the media is going to give us what they're going to give us, and it's always going to be scripted. But we also giving them the content to script. You know what I'm saying? Opening up the discussion. This topic came from a Miss Keke Palmer with all the drama that's going on within her realm.
Well, first of all, I just personally want to say shout out to Keke Palmer because the girl's doing great business in the world. She is.
Yeah,
she is.
yeah,
she
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
sis, I guess today we about to get on you a little bit, baby.
Just a little.
Hey, Kiki was my celebrity crush.
Not just you,
Right.
Kiki, but everybody.
Man.
Everybody gonna sit at the table.
I mean, because
today.
we done watched her grow up. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know-
saying?
Yeah.
Show that.
So
Show that.
look, so yeah, let's get into this. 'cause
Keelan,
I got
Spelling Bee.
Keelan and the B.
She did the TLC.
Yeah.
You know, all that.
Yeah.
I mean, so what we talking about? If y'all don't know, you know, should we gonna all right?
Yeah,
so
yeah, get into it.
Kiki
Get
was
into
out in
it.
the world, you know, sis had a baby. Body is thicker than, before. She popping. She went out to a Usher concert. She had on a dress. It was sheer down at the bottom, but
Displaying the goods.
cheeks was popping.
Yeah.
And her
Cheeks was cheeking.
Her
cheeks
curves was shown.
cheeking. Yes. And
They was
her
check it
son's
out.
father, Pete,
Like, who
her
that over
son's
there?
father hit the internet and said something like, "But you a mom though? Like, why you dressed like that? You a mom, you know?" Now, I personally, she has a song, and in the song she say her son gave her some ass. She don't need a nigga. I think all she needs is a bag or something like that. Now,
Her own money.
she got her own money and stuff. Now, I know that Kiki recorded that song before the Usher situation happened because she
it
been
was all
Yeah,
strategized.
because she performed it.
All strategized.
But of course, people they pulling it up because she, this is the topic at hand. Her ass, her being a mom, and
Your
all of that.
son.
Your son, her son and everything. So, we're talking about how the media takes things like that, or how we put them on display, and then they take it and push it, rush it out into the community, and how it affects us. I got a one in my pocket about her son's daddy, because while everybody was getting on Kiki about her ass being out,
He was on some whole shit too.
Because I know she said that he.
For sure.
Because I know she said in a post, she said that they live together. She seen him. He seen her
I can hit
leave
you
the
up.
house.
Yeah. He could have hit her up on the door
like that. You know,
he helped make it a big deal too.
Yeah.
That's so.
And I heard
like you said, it may have been all promotion or whatever the case may be, but like you said, the media is gonna add extra, especially when it's coming from African Americans, blacks. They gonna
so people gonna automatically
fire
off and say, "See, this is why black women and this is why black men do and don't do and all." And that's what I'm saying. That's what the conversation ends up being. That's what the commentary ends up being, and it's like, fuck.
And I want to say maybe he added on to it because, I heard through the grapevine that, he be on social media showing off her goods or whatever. So it's like, why is this a different space now that another man is appreciating your goods when other men are appreciating your goods when you showing your goods?
And it's your girl coming back home to you.
Yeah, so you ain't
already
even
setting it up.
You ain't even in the process of your mother and all this. You just like, this my thing right here until everybody else is like, look at your thing over there. Then it's like, hold on.
It's like
yourself.
It's like a bit of possessiveness that's being highlighted right there.
Yes,
like if you with somebody, you with somebody. But they is not under your control.
But my thing is just even with the social media, if you even in a relationship or whatever, a lot of people they tend to brag. Brag and this what happens, and a lot of them relationships don't last when you bragging and everything, So it's like, appreciate your curves. Like you don't have to get no BBL, that's like
I'm appreciating
that. I ain't mad at you.
That was the one thing that I know why everybody was, in the uproar about it, but
it's a thin line.
In today's time with the women surrounding birth, like it's a lot of women out here. Like, man, many blessings to young DC Fly. You know what I'm saying? Like his partner, she died. Man, respectfully, there's no reason why that woman should have been on anybody's surgery table less than a year after she had they baby. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a baby, it takes your body at least a year for your organs to move back down into position. So she didn't have no business nobody should have been willing to give that woman a surgery of any kind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that speaks to the world that we live in and the pressures on women to look a certain way or present a certain way. So to see Kiki saying like, my shit don't look the same, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about it. I'm good with it. Like on a one hand, I want to applaud her, because I feel like
confidence.
Yeah. And I feel like if she didn't look as snatched with her new mom body, but was still pumping it, people wouldn't have had that much to say, but she looked real good.
And
so they shooting at her.
And that's perception too.
But have that confidence even when you don't have that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Maintain that same confidence even when your body may not look like that,
That's what I was thinking, because I'm thinking like, because I think before she was posting when she had all the bumps on her face. And she was just sharing her in her most vulnerable state, like to where she didn't feel so, popping about herself. But then she didn't even post that picture, did she? Somebody else did, right?
No, she did.
That's her. She did videos about it because I want to say she has some kind of skin condition or something. So she's talked about it.
So I'm saying, so like this is somebody who we seen in both atmospheres too. So that perception, it do hold weight for sure. For sure.
And I know you, Shanga, you was mentioning as far as the surgery after a pregnancy. That's natural to them.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I say that, especially when you're getting a tummy tuck, all you have to do is get a C-section and then it's already split open. So
it's tucked right away, baby.
And they do that, and it's sad, but they do it so naturally and so freely because that's the convenient way to do it. They not thinking, after I have my child, I'm gonna wait 6 months to a year to get it. No, they do it right then and there because once you get that C-section, get that BBL, and you snatch. They take.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
Lie.
So
that all that type of stuff hurt my feelings. Like my eyes is watering right now behind these glasses, and just so y'all think I'm not being
feel
original.
you.
Cause it's like, why do you have to be so disgusted with yourself in that type of space to want to reorganize what the Most High gave you? You know what I'm saying? For the quickest release. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get underneath this knife. Let me go make this transition of my body. I'm not accepting myself because people are not accepting myself.
The media, fast. Like you said, the media
it's quick, it's easy. They don't want to put in that hard work to be in that gym, whether it's going to take 6 months to a year.
But you know
and
what?
that reward going to feel much better.
It's so much better.
And I understand if you going through health issues to where it requires you to get it. But if it doesn't, and when you see the Kardashians, you see Meg, you see all these people with this ass and stuff, and you like, I want that. And then they be in a gym the next day, and you like, what people don't know is like they got the surgery. So yes, they gonna be in
shit is real.
I'm just saying. When you look at people's bodies, people like, I want that. So they don't know
you're
like
reaching for is a surgical procedure.
Exactly.
Body.
So when you see them in the gym flexing and stuff, just know they got
for that.
They gotta maintain that body because they just got surgery. And they got the money.
And just because they look good don't mean that you don't look good.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean
calibers.
And it doesn't mean they happy with themselves.
Yeah, right.
It's interesting because I've had this conversation before, is we're talking about the women and how the women are looking at their bodies and interpreting what they're seeing. And I'll be telling women, like, I remember when I was like 15, we would go visit Uncle Corrupt. We used to go visit like Corrupt and Daz and them, like when they were doing music videos and stuff, right? And so I'm like in the back, I'm like 15, I'm in the back, in the back room. They got all the women, they doing whatever the videos they doing and stuff. And then I'm like watching the women come in and I'm like, really? Because the women that these dudes had versus the ones that was in the videos, they look different. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, this is trickery.
Right.
Y'all not even interested in that. And so I started telling women like, bruh, first of all, don't no man really care about no stretch marks. If they talking about ass, but baby, when you bend it over, you bend it over.
Man.
The end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, too much ass, I've heard some dudes say, like, too much ass is too much ass sometimes.
And they smell good either.
Like it's all kind of
hygiene.
So while women are out here thinking that this is what men want to see and I have to look this particular way, like a man that's really moving in masculine energy, meaning he's moving in his own energy and not what other people aren't impressing upon him, a lot of them don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
majority of my brothers, speaking with the men, I ain't never heard no man say, oh, she unattractive. Oh, she this because of her how she looks, size,
she ain't got
weight.
no ass.
Like man, and I didn't see like my partners with some of the ladies who I probably wouldn't be attracted to. You feel me? But love they woman, embrace they woman, and not with nobody else. Like really solid.
Yeah.
Like man, it's everybody out here don't want what we see on TV.
Somebody for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's SpongeBob's out there that got lovers. You know.
Come on.
Come on now.
Listen, got a whole line of them.
Yeah.
For real.
You like what you like, and it's like that's what brings it back to the media. Is just like media. It's a tool,
out there.
and it feels like they really only target us.
Black.
Yes.
Just us, because we the easiest.
We allow
target.
it. We allow it.
Yeah.
We're open. It's like it's easy. It's easy for us.
You know what? I think about y'all ever seen the marketing for Hennessy? Like Hennessy, like when it first came out, it was strategically marketed to be in the black community. The way that they put it out, the commercials that they put was meant to tailor to the black community. So I'm just thinking about the media, the makeup, and everything, and I'm just thinking about the billboards that we used to see driving through the city. You know, the type of things that's on these billboards.
Exactly.
Oh, beauty this, beauty that, and the only thing that we classify with beauty is like putting something on top of it, or tailoring something that's not already there. But we didn't. Like we didn't really hone in on people already appreciating what they have.
Yep,
that's why. Yeah, and I was gonna say that's why. I mean, I feel very grateful to have grown up in the 90s, because in the 90s, the women, like, go back and look at like Tupac's videos. You know what I'm saying? Like the women in those videos, a lot of them didn't really wear no makeup. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no weaves.
The singers, man.
All of them, everybody, it was just natural. The Aaliyahs, the Brandys, the Monicas, you know what I'm saying? The Totals, like, and if they had on makeup, it wasn't like a whole face where you can't see. It was just very light. You know what I'm saying? They celebrated just being them. You know, I can't even really say I feel like visually or mentally I can pinpoint when I started to see that like shift, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is like that's that's what's happened. We went from that, the niggas love Halle Berry.
Exactly.
First of all, Halle Berry don't have no ass like that. Unless she doing her older
I was face to face with this woman, and I'm like,
yeah. Even Stacey Dash before she got with whatever before she started doing all the stuff.
Clueless Stacey Dash.
Yeah,
your face card is eating up.
Yeah, she didn't have a whole lot of ass. She didn't have a whole lot of breasts. Chili from TLC, you know what I'm saying?
She was natural.
And love them to this day.
To this day.
I think personally the most attractive thing that a man probably, or a good grounded man, is who you are, your personality. Of course you want your girl to look good, you know what I'm saying? But like
that spirit attraction is gonna bring everything else forward.
Like, and that's why y'all out here with whatever. Let's go on. Like,
you can't be pulling back.
That's all right. I'm gonna shoot it back out when we come back.
Prostitution
That's
culture.
why y'all niggas. Come on now. And then we gonna
we don't pull out on the patio. We stay up in there and bust that
load. Pause. We're gonna pause for the cause right now, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Patio PolitiCz. We'll be right back.
A culmination of powerful properties that create balance and produce good energy. Cultivating a culture of mindfulness is a daily battle. We target your inner me. Physiological effects, change you can truly feel. Aesthetically pleasing on the surface, but handmade to help you heal.
Shit is just wild though. Like,
it's sad.
Media got people out here not loving themselves.
I just, I wish that showing dick was not a thing that could get you taken to jail, because start showing dick out here so people can be saying, oh no, that dick's too small, or that dick's left too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little, I feel like it's a little.
No, I'm letting it rock. I'm letting it rock because that was good. That was good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, for real.
Because like it's no commercials out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got a dick job, bro. My shit hanging now.
Ain't no billboards talking about not hanging long enough. Like,
it's like, man, like, I just got a couple of inches taken off, bro. What about you? Like, that it's not being done. It's not being talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Media is something else, and they know how to. Like, even just with television, they know how to edit stuff so good to where y'all ever watch reality shows where it's just our blacks loving hip hop and stuff. I know.
And you know, we done been background
you be
work
like,
on
I would have did that to that mother and this and that, and then you think it and just doing film, you like. They edit that
shit
so
edit the hell out of it, huh?
You know, you be like, dang.
Being on set when that shit is happening, it's just like, wow. Like, because I went into it thinking and being excited, like, I'm about to be on a TV show. It's about to be cool. It's about to be good. Then when you see how they operate on the other side, they don't operate how we operate.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? They make these scenarios up, and it's like you thinking they at odds, and they go on break, and bro, that was the shit right there.
You know what?
They promoting the drama.
Yeah.
And that's doing something.
Yes, it is. I didn't realize the magnitude of that until Jay Fifth. Shout out to Jay Fifth. Until he was telling me his experience with College Hill. He was telling me he was like, man, this is what happened. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. He's like, and then they chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? And then they only gave you these pieces. And that's when it kind of like popped the bubble in my mind, like, oh shit. Right.
And look at the response that they got.
And look at the response they got. It's prompting. It's manipulation.
Yeah.
It's really this is manipulating you. That's all that's happening. You're thinking that you're having a natural reaction to whatever this is, but they're manipulating you to feel that way. They want you to feel angry. They want you to be at odds with the black man next to you or with the black woman across the table from you. So they're manipulating the images that you're watching to facilitate that feeling. And then when somebody tells you that, you get triggered because you're like, no, this is how I feel, but baby, it's not.
Man.
It's not.
They be ready to whoop somebody's ass off of television. Where you like, I want to beat this. I be like,
really normalizing
I don't even know you, but I'm mad at you. But I'm mad at you.
Yeah, man.
My emotions is running wild.
Man. Like they really normalizing that.
You disgusted in the back, huh, baby?
Like I am not happy.
The media really, it don't want black people or even just black families to thrive just overall because they know we powerful.
Yeah.
They want to keep the single parent household. They want to keep the black man locked in jail. And all that.
Separated from a black woman.
Separated from a black woman. Exactly.
If we're not in jail, they want us at odds.
Man.
Absolutely.
Or doing the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, flipping us to the other side. You know what I'm saying?
They want to stop procreation.
That's really what's going on.
They want to.
Like, how we gonna get these babies out here if they can't reproduce?
That part right there.
What the future gonna be?
That's some extreme hate.
And they sit at tables, round tables,
and figure it out.
Write
it down.
It really makes me want to ask, what did we do to y'all?
What we do?
Nothing.
What do we do?
You know, now we're the chosen ones. What you mean what we did?
What does the sun do? It comes out and minds its business.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're chosen.
And and what happens when people walk outside who are not used to the sun? It burns them.
It burns them.
Like,
it's not normal for them. That's it.
Why you hate like that though? Like it hurts.
Because we got what they don't have.
That's it.
I had a comrade of mine, Papa Sack. I asked him, what is white supremacy in his eyes? He said, white supremacy is equivalent to a black man and a white man having a race. Now, they have the same destination, same everything to them, but this black man, he has a chain with a sphere connected to his ankle. So like, and the white man, he got everything free to go. So, but during his race, like, okay, I'm still racing, but he don't know that chain is there. To where he thinking that he got all the same things affordable to him as this white race do, but it's always this chain on his ankle that he didn't recognize. And so this, equating that to our people, like it's a lot of trauma, it's a lot of brainwashing that's over us that we don't even recognize. And that when we start having relationships with the opposite sex, we start putting things on them that's not really a truth in our culture, but a truth in this melting pot that we live in, which is America, and a way that they want our families to be designed to take away from the greater good.
That little example that you just gave was really triggering for me. That was very triggering for me. It's not like deep. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but like, just that analogy.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm gonna give you enough to think that you free.
Yeah,
but in reality, you ain't.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm prompted to bring up the fact that, like, because I keep seeing this visual in my mind. So when Jazz was saying, like, this is what the media is doing, this, and they're giving you that because they want you to embrace it, and I was thinking, I remember reading a book. It might have been a midwifery book, but it was written by an older black woman, or it was written by a woman who was getting the information from an older black woman. But what she was saying is a older lady from the South. She was saying that in the South, when they were growing up, like in the black families, they didn't have, your average black family didn't have like an abundance of money. So they would pass around like, clothes and stuff like that, right? So she was saying, like, what made black people stop having babies in their homes and going to the hospitals. And what it was all they did was they would just say, this isn't for you. And it would trigger the black people to say, fuck that, I'm gonna fight for it. I want it just because you're telling. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if you're saying it's just for you, that means it's a good thing. Yeah, it's good. I'm not worthy of it. I'm not worthy of it.
Psychological,
right? Dang. So I'm gonna fight for it because the way that you're presenting it is like I'm not worthy enough to have it. Right. And so it made me think about like china cabinets, like your average, our age grandmothers and great grandmothers.
Why can't I use a cup out of here?
Right, they got that china cabinet.
Don't you touch that?
The fancy china.
It's gonna sit here and collect dust the whole time.
That's it.
You don't break it out for no special dinner or nothing like that. It's just here.
It's just there, and it's because black people didn't have the fancier things. You know what I'm saying? So. When they started to accumulate it, it was like, oh, now I got it. I'm on your level.
It's on display.
It's on display.
Look at it.
I'm on your level, and I am worthy of it. See, I am worthy of it. You know what I'm saying? But the translation into the media is the same thing. It's or how we got to where now we're being manipulated by the media is that.
Yeah, you spent money for it. It was given to me.
Yes,
right.
yes.
It was given to me, and I made it look like something that you couldn't acquire.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna know what's going on in your house because of what I'm seeing on the TV, and now I'm gonna aspire to have that because y'all think that I'm not worthy of it. So again, generationally, it gets passed down, and you don't realize it until you get to today, where you don't have the original thing that was happening. You just have that result that's still lingering around, and now it's just like, oh, we sitting in front of the TV.
Right.
Ooh, they got a new hot Cheeto that come with Snickers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I gotta try that. I gotta like
everything you see.
Yeah.
I walked in a grocery store and seen a Reese's cup that had Lay's potato chips inside of it. And I said,
I would have tried that. I would have tried that.
Nasty,
in my
man.
In my old age, I'd have been like, yeah, give me that.
This ain't no fear factor type shit.
Hey,
I love fear factor.
And think about that in the communities that we come from, to where people don't even have the ability to think for themselves because of their education level.
Yeah.
But now we got all of this thinking for us.
Yes.
And to where now this is why we choosing what we choosing.
Yes.
To where we got the men who's actually saying stuff to certain women to making them feel inadequate and like their body's not enough because of the brainwashing, and on the vice versa, where you got women who listen to that narrative as well.
And that's why I said I wish that dudes walked around with their dicks hanging out, so that we could start saying, oh, wait a minute, honey, you got that one little wrinkle right there. That don't work. It's your tip leaning to the left and it should be leaning to the right. Like,
so, you uncircumcised? I don't know about that.
Right.
I need my pig in the blanket.
Because when I was younger, I kid you not, I used to be like, I want a breast reduction. And seeing how these women are paying for what I have naturally, it's like,
we gonna keep these.
Like, okay.
Show that.
All right. No, I ain't gonna do. I did, and it wasn't because of what I saw on TV. It was because, okay, I'm tired of the back pains, or this and that, you know.
Right.
But now I look and I'll be like, these is getting double F's, and you know, and I just have to embrace my naturalness. Like,
and you know what? On the reverse side,
Maury and shit.
Man.
Remember the type of shit that they used to have drinking out?
Maury,
and those was Maury done fucked up the black family. Look, you know what?
I used to couldn't wait to watch Maury.
That's how you know that was bad.
Man,
sitting like this
Maury
coming out,
and Jerry.
like,
man, that part, man.
And they be asking the questions
niggas
too, like, how do you carry all that around?
And that's Maury.
Me,
like
with the card in his hand.
And then they put it in your face constantly, so you know, in your mind, you kind of just like, you see,
and that's why it's normal, like you said. That's why it's normal.
The women that have pushback on that, they be like, and that's too big. But you know, I could go a couple of sizes up. You know, I'll be able to handle that, and I'm gonna look into it.
So, right here,
and where they at now?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and what did I tell you the other day?
I don't know. Probably a titty is a titty.
Titty is titty.
Okay, there you go.
They're your titties.
For me, like when I was growing up, I remember breasts kind of being a thing, you know, and I don't remember ever thinking that I wanted to get a surgery to enlarge my breasts. When I was in the 7th grade, I stuffed my brado because my best friend came back with titties. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? But
girl, just throw some tissue in there.
And that's what I did. And I was outside.
Can't make tissue
in my
bounce.
dance leotard, my friend was like, oh, you? I'm like,
Can't make tissue bounce. I'm sorry. Tissue don't work.
But as an adult, seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Seeing these women do that, I was just thinking like, oh my God, I better just really get all the way comfortable with these bees that I have, because I would never, I can't see myself looking down and being so unhappy with my body that I'm willing to do a surgery and then go through the recovery of the surgery. Mm-hmm. Like that's one of the things that they're not talking about. Yes. And I wish more of these women would talk about. Mm-hmm. You talking about, okay, yeah, you want to have that ass and that's cool. You're going to go over here, you're going to get that ass. But the recovery process, oh my God.
And you got to think about the space and opportunity and chance of the redaction from the surgery.
All of that. All of that.
It can come at any moment.
So y'all are not going to shame well, really, I don't want anybody to be shamed, but y'all are not going to talk about the real things that are going on when these women are getting all these implants and things going on. But then y'all going to look at a woman who's saying that she good with her body, and y'all going to shame her, but y'all was shaming her because her dude got on the internet and said, why are you dressed like that? You're a mother. First of all, sir, you're a man.
You picked her.
Not even you picked her. You were supposed to have that conversation inside your house, not on the internet. And I don't know if they live together or not, but my first thought was, didn't she leave the house? Like, you should have seen her before she left the house. Yeah. If you didn't, that was not a man move. For you to get on the internet and to say that. I feel like, if anything, he probably was trying to save face for his friends, because his friends like, damn, girl, man.
Yeah, he sent him a text message like,
oh, that's your girl walking out like that.
That's what you got. Yeah, I see why you put a baby in it, bro.
And so that, when you start getting that type of energy tossed your way, especially when it comes to women and their bodies, because that's such a big topic that people don't really talk about as much, immediately you're going to defend whatever it is that you did or that you said. So you gonna get a Kiki that's like, nigga, my baby gave me this ass. I got it. Because everybody feels like they have the right to talk on women's bodies and tell them what it should look like, what's beautiful, what's not beautiful, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, all of those things.
And that probably came from the energy she was getting before the baby.
Because Kiki was bomb before the baby.
Yeah, indeed she was.
Beautiful.
Yeah, my thing is, don't go on stage saying, my son gave me some ass, and then you contradict yourself and say you don't need no nigga.
That's the part.
That's my whole thing, because now you're raising a son.
Pushing the propaganda. So you don't need your son.
So if you don't need no man, so you're preparing yourself to be a single mother out there.
And not only that, when he becomes a young man and start dating into the world, you're showing him what to accept, and that's gonna be okay.
It's like, I'm not needed in this world. Right. My mom already said it.
He don't need to be in a single parent home if he don't have to, based off the mother's actions, or the father's.
And what we promoting right there is imbalance, just at that point, and simple as that, man.
Yeah.
That's the other part. I think we talked about it on another episode before, when we're talking about like addressing the inner child type of things, you know, because I don't know if she grew up in a single parent or both parent home, but it's like, you have to, and she's a new mom, so I'm gonna make sure to throw that out there, because she's still very
learning,
new in the parent. So her mind is not even all the way shifted. You know what I'm saying? The way that a person's mind would shift.
Human shit.
But it's like, you have a son
for sure, though.
You know what I'm saying? And while you want to be able to be you, defend whatever it is that you're doing and all of those things, you do have to keep that in the back of your mind, you know. And so you do need to watch the things that you're saying, because like you said, baby, you got a son, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to defend this so much so that it costs you your home? Then what about your son? You know what I'm saying? And you might run into, what's his name, a Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That'll help you, but it's nothing like being raised by the parent whose body you came out of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Man, I didn't expect for this topic to be, and I won't say triggering, because triggering is a whole different word with a different meaning or whatever, but it's touching me. In ways that I didn't expect for it to touch me, when you really get down to the root of thinking about it. And it's just like, man, self-love is the best love. Like, everything in life comes back to self.
Kiki was self-loving, but we can talk about that after the break, because she was loving self.
She was loving self. But
overall, it just everyone, trying to find themselves, are looking for their self in other people.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's so
we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back.
It's the Patio PolitiCz.
are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah. Give me my bell.
Go ahead, get your bell.
Give me my jangling.
Shot.
Everybody.
I was waiting for somebody to say it. Welcome back to the patio, y'all. You know, all of our topics are very important. Today, we are talking about the media and the impressions that it's having on the Black community, the Black family. And, you know, what prompted this is just talking about our sis, Keke Palmer, and, you know, everything that happened with all that ass that a baby gave her. You know what I'm saying?
We love you though, Keke.
You know, we love her. You know what? We love her baby daddy too. You know, we love.
They want to see him win though, man.
We wanna,
Like,
I definitely want to see them win.
Yeah.
Growth, love, man.
That's one thing that I would like to see. Since we have social media, we have the capability.
Come on.
To
shift the power
of whatever it is that's being placed out in the media. So while everybody is wanting to go back and forth, which really what's triggering, well, not triggering, but what's disheartening for me and emotional for me is the idea of people not using what they have in order for us to be greater. So what people, instead of picking a side and, oh yeah, this why Black women this, or this why Black men that, like people should have been saying, hey, y'all are a family, take that off the internet. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, that should have been our response.
Should be somebody in that house saying, hey, let's not give this to the internet.
Well, you know what?
Hopefully that would have been, you know,
exactly.
that help you
but
that.
You know what? It's gonna be
ain't
the
no telling what his
Give
life
him
was
a few more
like.
years.
Ain't no telling. Nah, for sure though. Because maybe he wasn't taught, you know, how to navigate them type of situations.
Yeah.
You know, we don't
and
know.
it's funny. I seen a video and it was expressed as a joke or whatever, but it was a little boy and he was like, Mama, what these pictures you got on your Instagram? And he was like, boy, what I tell you about getting on Instagram? But no. Well, can I subscribe to your OnlyFans? Then it's like, go to your room. It's just like,
See, you better stand on it if you're gonna do it. So again, going back to you saying like you got a son. So what's gonna happen, Keke? You got to think about this, babe. Your son's gonna be like 10 or 11. And he gonna hear your song one day, and then he gonna be like, "Mama, you say you don't need no nigga. All you need is a bag.
Why, Daddy in the other room right now?
You gonna get rid of me too?"
Right? These are questions they gonna be asking.
You know,
and he don't understand what a bag is, so he like, for a bag, Mama.
You know,
for a bag.
I mean, if Keke is mama, he gonna know what she mean by a bag, cause sis gets her money.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, but it
could have all been a plot or whatever the case
it could have all
but just
been
still just how the
that's
media,
a bad plot.
The narrative that
it's just
holds.
the narrative of everything. Like
the narrative.
we need these Black families to start thriving.
Yeah.
We want that old school love.
Time for us to start saying no.
And let me say this. That is why I absolutely motherfucking love Toby and Fats.
Oh yeah,
Shout
for sure
out to Toby and Fats, because we do have a lot of mainstream people or you know celebrities and stuff who have had and still have thriving Black families, but it hasn't been out in the forefront. I love, with the exception of the fact, Toby, that she was out there with you, like just haven't had a baby. Outside of that, I love seeing him show up with Fats everywhere they go, and the babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you use your tools to combat what's going on. You show people, and it's giving me chills. I even watch when they're out in the world and they're interacting with other Black celebrities. Like I vividly always see Busta Rhymes. I don't know where they was at when they seen Busta. And Busta was like, man,
the praise,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, and let me tell y'all something else, and y'all pay attention to this. Go back, look on Toby's page. The videos where him and Fats are together and Black people are approaching them, especially the men that have been approaching them, when they see them together, they dap that man up and embrace him, and they never touch Fat. They never touch her. They always
because of the respect and the integrity that he holds.
Come on.
Like, and just as a man, like it's stopping right there at the forefront. The way that the man navigate, everything that's connected to him is gonna get the same type of respect that he
is gonna feel it.
Absolutely.
So that's what for me it's like. We can do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all that man be doing is showing up, giving his talent, and letting his family be a part of it.
Come on.
That's it. And it's changing how people interact with him and how they interact with the queen in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want us to do that. That's why I tell people all the time, like, I don't have nothing against nobody else, to each his own, but for me, what I'm standing on is black family, black excellence. So y'all ain't gonna never see me outside with a man that ain't a black man. And it's not because I got a problem with anybody else, but it's because I have said that a part of my mission is to make sure to inspire black people, and one of those ways is black love. So we gonna show up outside and y'all gonna see us dressed alike or not, or whatever the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying?
See us
see us when you see us. And but what you're gonna see is that display of something that's real and that is attainable. You know, people even get on Toby and Fast, or they really be getting on Toby, like, or no, they get on her too. They be talking about the story of like how they got together, and they're very transparent about that, you know. And he be saying like, she used to try to get at me, and I was like, nah, like you ain't it. But she was like, yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? So now he be putting it in the music all the time. Like, boy, she a prophet. I got a prophetess. She said this was gonna happen. Like, she changed. She got. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, they downplay that, or they try to tell her like, oh, you stupid, he and won't you now, he done plugged you with all these kids, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, what they're showing you by being transparent is the evolution of people, and they're showing you what it takes in building a solid foundation. It don't matter how the story started. Look where they at, and look what they're putting out in the forefront,
showing you what freedom look
showing
like.
you baby in the most magical of ways. So if you not doing that, if you ain't got that, then you can't put your mouth, you can't speak on them people.
Man. Hey, and as a man, like just thinking of Kiki's dude in that situation, and just mirroring it on me, like as a man, when we let our insecurities get in the way of our ration, it's like it's so much that you don't even allow to come through to where you can deal with the issue at hand in a whole nother way, because a lot of times that'll stop you from a real solution. And sometimes the insecurities be fear-based, you know, and then to where we let
push to a perception.
No, for real, because that's where a lot of insecurities come from, to where whether if he was scared of losing Kiki or whatever, you know what I mean, whatever that looked like, I feel like it was something much more deeper to look at, and for him to letting the world get a say so over that is even an issue that's stepping up, because when they start discussing their issues at home by themselves, it's like now, you know, we let everybody else's opinion sink in on
now
our shit.
Bringing all of that into the discussion when it could have just been the two of y'all.
You got the scenario of breadwinner and non-breadwinner. Like, you don't talk to your money like that, and it's like, but I'm okay. Now we got
but we still balanced though.
And I'm gonna say, shame on y'all for taking the opportunity to fucking shoot at that black man. Y'all took that man's name away and just started calling him Kiki baby daddy, and
he might be the breadwinner.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about Kiki and that dude. Like, don't do that, black people.
But I feel like, no, you right about that, right? You definitely right, but he did do some. He did do some shit that was a little emotional. It was emotional, and when a man respond like that,
and I know you don't want to say. I know you don't want to say it was emotional. No, I know there's other words.
To say that men should not have emotion,
because we definitely should.
It's not. It's not that at all. It's where he should have placed the emotion.
That part.
That should have been between him and his partner, between him and the mother of his son.
If you see this, bro,
if the emotion was real,
we're not saying that you're right,
because the emotion could have been created, which is what I feel.
That's what I'm saying.
I do
for sure. And I think too,
when she walked out, he was like, "Damn, girl, them cakes looking good."
For real,
can't wait till you get back home.
He didn't think Usher was gonna be on it like that.
Can you handle it?
He couldn't handle it.
I think a lot of more relationships, black relationships, will thrive if you keep your shit in-house.
Yeah.
And stop always putting your shit out there. Or always going to somebody and telling your business.
Facts.
The imagination.
I think more relationships and more. It'll be a more of a family dynamic too. If people just kept their shit behind closed doors.
I'm not talking about if you being
and we're not talking about if you getting your ass beat. Now,
talk about that.
Like how you said about with Toby.
Yes.
How some people was like, oh, they didn't want you before, yada yada this and all that stuff. Okay, she wasn't getting her ass beat, and then he was. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like So I think like with blacks, we need to keep our shit in-house, especially if it's shit that can be worked on. And no, shit is not going to be super perfect. Even older people who's like, we've been married for 60 some years. The kids,
come on,
we don't go to mama. We didn't go there. We handled this in here. And if you have a problem, okay, we can be separated. You can be in the house. I mean, you can be on the couch, I'll be in a room, but we ain't having our problems go outside this house. That's how you make that shit thrive.
Absolutely.
Now with social media, it's like, okay, I'm gonna put everything on display. You can't agree to. It's like, oh, you did that, and it's like, okay, it's over.
And black people, what we have to stop doing as well is stop shooting down the people when they're giving the positive examples, because sometimes you shouldn't have gave up that quick, sis. That wouldn't have been me. Like, first of all, love, being a mature means having a conversation with your partner. And if by chance they bring something to the table or something to the forefront and it's the truth and you're being accountable about that and saying, okay, you know what, I do need to change this or that. You let them people be adults, because that's what adults do. When you recognize something about you or something you did or said or didn't do or whatever needs to be changed, you change that. And if they put it on the internet for you to see when they were in disharmony, you should be able to let them put it on the internet when it's in harmony.
Right.
Stop craving the disaster, the drama,
the attention.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that.
Listen to yourself. Why are you? Why is that interesting to you? You know, that's
Who are you to be in that space for me to have to say
they shooting?
Because for
why
real,
shooting at each other?
Yeah, like when you
jealousy.
People really gotta stop and be like, before I say or mention anything about this in a negative light or in a media type light that's gonna have other people commenting and piggybacking off of what I'm saying or whatever when it ain't positive. Like, okay, what is it about me that's got myself triggered about that situation to where I feel like I gotta tear them down a little bit more?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get. I'm
and two.
Come on with it.
I get mad. I've been busting all in it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta drink a little bit of water and get back in it though.
And it be crazy. And then too, with social media, and a lot of people too, once they put their shit out there too, they be in them comments.
Yeah.
When I did
somewhere to hide.
I had did something, an experiment, and when I read and somebody told me, don't read them comments. Even though I know it was acting, they didn't know that.
Yeah.
And when I start reading them comments, and I was just like,
my God.
They was
I remember that.
They said, I told you not to read them comments. I said, you right. I said, it's just acting though.
Yeah.
But how people perceive, shit once they see it.
It was funny though.
Like, it's like, oh okay,
my God. They believe in the hype.
They don't believe the hype. Just because you see something that somebody posts doesn't mean, that's really what it is.
Yeah, it led me to ask at least. I'm like, I just seen a video and I'm like, what's up with that? Oh, woo-wah-wah. Oh, okay, for sure. That's funny.
You know what?
That's funny.
This brings me to the video that I seen about who was Russell Simmons' daughter, Angela.
Yeah.
And who's the dude she dating?
Yo Gotti. That I know. I think I know what you're talking about when he picked up the phone.
Yes.
I
thought you were talking about the picture of him holding her ass like
he was doing an interview.
That one too.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one when he was doing an interview and she called him and he picked up.
Yeah.
And was like, Shawty, I'm in a and she said, okay.
Yeah.
And people were crazy. That people in the comments were
pick up your phone.
Pick up your phone.
They like crazy.
They were like,
Oh my God!
Praising him like, he, you know.
Do we need to take a break? Because I want to get that. I feel like that goes with this.
Answer that phone. That's right. Y'all need to answer your phones when we show.
That was like, but he's supposed to do that. He shouldn't. He need to be answering the phone.
Yo, Gotti, man.
First off,
coming back home.
Yeah. Okay, we gonna
we gotta take a break.
We gonna take a break.
We
gonna go get this money, and we gonna be right back.
Ching got the money tree, and every time it's green money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly when we ching on a money tree.
We gonna be right back on the Patio PolitiCz,
Yeah.
Shooting.
We back, y'all.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Get it.
Rock with
get
it.
Rock.
Hit him with the
back to the
shoulders.
patio.
Welcome back, y'all.
Hey, wait, hold on. I don't appreciate the right side of the room not rocking with them shoulders.
I'm
what them shoulders
saying,
say?
like, come
Let me see them
on.
shoulders.
I'm
Give
from
me a
the
little
lean
bit.
with it, rock with it generation.
There's both of y'all. Okay. All right. Give me
Whatever's
something.
working, just make it work. But before we went on break, we kind of tapped in on the Angela and Yo Gotti thing, and the comments were fucking bananas. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh yeah, he should be answering the phone. Y'all need to take notes from Gotti. You need to answer the phone whenever I call, blah, blah, blah. But then on the other end, they like, y'all need to be paying attention. Be an Angela. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give him no pushback. She didn't say, oh nigga, you lying. She didn't question nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, this is really where we at?
Because I seen a video, dude was getting pulled over by the police, and he was like, bro, officer, please, can I answer my phone? My baby mama calling. She ain't gonna believe that I'm getting pulled over right now. Like,
scared about not answering your woman.
It's
the police
like,
at
bro,
your window.
please,
can you answer it for me, please?
She ain't gonna believe you.
Oh, man.
Even if you answer it, she still ain't gonna be. She's like, who that pretending to be a police officer?
I'm gonna be calling you later.
Man, for real.
You gotta FaceTime a nigga.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It should never be like that.
Yeah.
And too, like I done heard of things to where like somebody will call you and instead of checking on you, they'll be checking for for
noises in the background.
all the BS and stuff like
Yeah.
Like,
No,
hey,
for real.
come on, you ain't worried about my well-being, but you worrying about.
But
And we getting slick out there too, because I saw another video when it was like, oh shit, it's my girl, I gotta answer. And niggas came out with a backdrop or whatever.
okay, now that's ridiculous. That's some funny shit. That right there is too much.
Yeah, baby, I'm asleep. I'm just taking a nap.
Why
right
you
now.
gotta put that much thought into like
trickery.
You gotta
Some
put
niggas
that
playing a
much damn thought in some trickery. But my thing is when I did watch it and stuff, I did say, okay, she could have said, where you at? Who you with? She could have. She could have.
But he gave her code, like.
But it was just like, okay. And,
way he dealt with it.
Hung up, and how he dealt with it, you know.
Yeah.
Cause she her first initial response was that hello, like in a questioning type manner, and he like, yeah, what's up? Like,
Well,
I'm doing an
I
interview
think
right
that
now.
was because when he first answered the phone,
She might have heard another voice because she was on speakerphone.
not that she heard another voice, that she didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I think that's why she said that.
Because it was on speaker.
And the fact that at the end of the day, he chose to answer.
Yes.
It wasn't like, oh, let me answer it.
I gotta answer.
I gotta answer.
Calling.
He's seen.
That she
okay.
was answer-
She calling. Hold on. you know. And the guy was like, I wanted to. He was like, you should have.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe they got an agreement
to
where like this person is now his partner, his life partner. So it's like, hey, if you don't hear from me, something wrong. You know, it could have been something like that.
If I ain't tapping in on the hour or whatever.
Yeah, but the comments, it's like, oh, he better have picked up or this and that. It's like half y'all women probably single while you over there talking about
y'all ain't got what they got behind closed doors. So that's probably why.
For me,
it's
that was the problem for me with the comments, was the entitlement. Like, you feel like you're entitled for him to answer you or for her to answer you every time that you call. That's not a reality. Life is happening. People should be out doing and living life. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you need to have your partner answer every time you call, then you probably don't need. You don't need to be with relationship.
You don't need to be with nobody. For real.
What they displayed to me, what I saw was mutual respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Easy.
he didn't feel like I need to answer this because she gonna be tripping. He just like, oh shit, my girl calling. You know what I'm saying? Babe, I'm in a meeting right now.
And he wasn't even on like, let me let her know so that she not like, I'm gonna just tell her what's going on, and she already gonna know.
And the fact that he had her on speaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
He already
transparency.
You get Gotti, we know what you did though. We know what you was doing by doing that. You was flexing a little bit. We like to flex though. We gonna give you that.
I mean, hey, that freedom is got to be shared. You know what I'm saying?
And it's to me, it's a beautiful display, a beautiful media display of what it looks like to have mutual respect, to have boundaries, and to have a healthy reciprocal relationship.
To be proud of.
To be proud
to want to show.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
to want to flex.
Because
come on.
Because at the end of the day, ladies and men, if you just left your woman and you go somewhere, yes, you don't want her calling. You don't want her calling you constantly
50 times
especially if you just left the house.
Yeah.
Baby, go have fun. That's how you're gonna win. When like, oh, I ain't gotta work. Go have fun.
Too much of anything ain't good for you.
I know he gonna tap in.
You know
if he don't,
enjoy
I
yourself.
know to tap
whatever.
in.
If he say, "Oh, I'm about to go handle something," okay,
that's cool. You have to, if you want a healthy relationship, you have to drop the entitlement. You know, you have to be flexible. You have to meet people where they are and what's going on. The communication with your partner is everything. And with the communication comes understanding. And again, mutual respect. So when he answered that phone, I'm in a meeting. First of all, the majority of y'all panties would have been wet right off the bat.
So he handling business.
He handling some business. And he saw it fit to just let me know
that he handling business.
Have mercy, I'll be waiting.
And I'm on
for
speakerphone,
you.
so it ain't no lies being told.
Yeah, that part right there. That part right there.
Open.
But then also, I do appreciate the comments for them saying like, but did y'all peep how she responded? You know, the reality is a lot of y'all would not still have respect. Even when he answered the phone and said, I'm in
with? Exactly.
Who you didn't tell me about that. And I don't believe it. Who you talking? All of those kind of things start to happen.
Exactly.
Like you're never going to get what it is that you think you want.
Yeah.
Because it's never going to be enough for you. And you got to ask yourself, why?
Absolutely.
Why? So if your dude answered 50 times in a day, and then one time he didn't, ask yourself why you responding the way that you're responding. Why you giving that man a hard time?
Like he never responded.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a dude that whenever you call all the time and he ain't answering, baby, you probably need to find you another man.
Reevaluate.
You need to find you another woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a mutual respect.
Not if you calling every minute, like on the minute.
That's gonna irritate y'all. Okay, as men, ain't that gonna irritate y'all?
Hell,
That's gonna irritate
as
me.
women.
It depends on the relationship you got.
Your man constantly calling you and stuff.
It depends on the relationship you got.
Let you breathe. Let's
you
regroup.
have to let your partner breathe, like you said, because it's like, oh, where you going? I'm going to the store, and then you calling me. Where you? It's like nobody wants to be in a relationship like that.
Right.
So yes, your ass is gonna get cheated on. So when you get cheated on, and then you wonder why, that's why.
That's how your partner got that side piece, because the side piece is okay.
It's giving them something that you're not.
And sometimes that's how you lose your identity in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like you don't get me wrong, we are together and we come together, and there is a sense of individualism in that. But like sometimes people lose themselves by being with somebody, and it's because their world becomes your world. And that's okay, but let's share each other's world, but let's also have a world outside of you know, this world, to where we can feel like home when you're not around, because you know there may be a time where this individual may leave you, and you're gonna have to go back to all of the things that
you left to the side.
Come on,
in a space of resolution. Because I'm gonna just say this, and hopefully, well, I'm not gonna say hopefully, because if the spirit lead me to say something else, I'm gonna say something else.
Come on with it.
But for what I got for right now is for resolution, like folks need to understand that entertainment media
is that,
and TV is entertainment. Everything,
television, tell a lie,
tell a vision.
Every single thing. If it's not entertained by you, it is entertained by them, because it is not entertaining you.
Exactly.
Take it with a grain of salt. It ain't reality. It will never be reality. It is 90% perception, and y'all just gotta look at. Take the positives. Take the positives from out of it. You know what I'm saying?
And watch some old school.
Hey, you
know what? Go ahead. Watch My Brother and Me.
Listen, there was an episode of Family Matters that I watched a few months back, and it was Harriet and Carl. Carl was feeling some kind of way. I want to say maybe he was like, I don't remember the episode all the way, but I think what was happening was he was wanting to take like the sergeant's exam. And I think that he had taken it and he didn't pass it. And he was really like, he was bothered by it, you know? And so he was like low key, like flashing on Harriet a little bit, and like giving her, you know, attitude and stuff like that. And so, her interaction with him, when she realized like, hold on, like you giving me this and don't have nothing to do with me. Like she called him on it, you know what I'm saying? And she did what Harriet do with them bouncing curls. She turned around and she walked away, you know what I'm saying? And so later on in the show, like he comes back around and he tells her like, this is what I was dealing with. And you're right. That had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And in their exchange, he shared with her what it was that he was experiencing, what was triggering him in the moment to respond to her the way that he was. And she gave him encouraging words about it. And then it was done. And I was watching that and I was like, fuck, I forgot that they was doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. There were lessons.
Like it's making me emotional right now. Like I feel it just because those types of shows showed you solution.
Instead of just problem after problem after problem after problem. Okay, come back next week.
They showed some real life stuff. Somebody, whether a man or a woman, feeling some kind of way, flashing on their partner addressing it, but not making it worse. The partner coming back around to being accountable, and then the other partner being receptive to what they were sharing, and then letting them squash
resolution.
Resolution. Y'all, we have to remember that resolution should always be at the forefront of communication that we're having with our partner.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it's just two people going back and forth and you never gonna get nowhere. If you keep resolution in the forefront of your mind when you're having a dialogue and a disagreement or whatever it is with your partner, then you're gonna always remember to check yourself. Because I need to get to the, you know what I'm saying? I need to get to that and be willing to be accountable. Exactly. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody the other day and they was like, you know what? When I be telling you things that's going on, you be making me feel like I'm giving you excuses. And I'm like, that was not my intention. Be accountable. Yeah, it's okay. Acknowledge that that's what happened. I apologize. That was not my intention.
And don't respond with a rebuttal.
And don't
a lot of times we wait.
Rebuttal.
Like, I got. I'm holding on to that. That one little thing you just said, and I gotta say it. And I had a habit of doing that really bad, and I just be like,
you can't even.
I'm waiting because you want to defend
saying.
yourself so much because you know your intentions. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't respond with a rebuttal. Listen to understand.
Don't listen to respond.
To respond.
Listen to understand. That's magic.
What we need, y'all, is bridges and not walls. We don't need no separation between another, but we need connection.
You can't be connected to a partner if you got a brick wall in between y'all. It got to be fluid.
Exactly.
Media holds the power that you give it.
That's it.
That's it, and that's
all.
That's you create your own reality at the end of the day.
Please don't let other people create your reality. When you see stuff on the TV, see it, and anything that you're consuming visually, auditorily, ask yourself, is this something that I want in my life? Is this something I want to apply to my life? Now, if you want to be the one outside throwing drinks in other women's faces, by all means, eat it up.
Yikes.
But if it's not, stop feeding that to yourself, because even if it's not your intention to do that, it's playing in the background of your mind, and one day it's gonna happen. You're gonna pick up a drink and throw it at somebody, or give your partner a whole different kind of energy than really what you want to be getting from them, and what you really want to. What I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, everybody wants love. That's it. So if you really want love from your partner, be willing to be vulnerable and open and do that. Be accountable. Prayerfully, they're also willing to be accountable, and y'all make that shit work. And that's the beauty that I see in people, like you said before, like people's 60 years in a marriage, 40 years in a marriage, like they make a conscious decision every day that I'm gonna keep loving you, because sometimes loving ain't always the feeling inside. It's a conscious decision that you making. You know, that's all I got.
I feel like we rained the child on this one, man.
I think so. Not a drop left.
It's still damp though. It's still damp.
Yeah.
You know,
it could be damp. It could be. Oh God.
And to know love still exists. Love still
Indeed.
exists.
Black love
Black
has
love
always
still
existed.
exists.
Black man and black woman have always been a duo.
Yes, my
And will
Nubian
continue.
Yeah.
goddesses and queens. If you want to love a king like me, because I'm
Slide up
single,
in the
you know what I'm saying?
DMs.
Nah, don't slide on me on the DM. Nah. Bring your ass to the patio so I can read your spirit.
Oh my goodness.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Come on,
Don't listen to
sit
this
right here.
nonsense.
Sit
one-
right here.
Look, one more thing. Never go to sleep with anything unresolved in your relationship.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
And that's
Best
because
message.
if you do, you're gonna wake up tomorrow still feeling that,
And
and it's a whole
still,
nother
and it's
day.
gonna
You don't
be
deserve
issues.
that. You don't deserve that on
You
your
know?
chest.
yeah,
So
man.
never
Your
go to sleep with
relationship.
anything
Man.
unresolved.
Keep it
Work
fluid.
it out.
At all,
I
at
don't
all.
care how long
it take.
y'all gonna be
If
up.
y'all talking about it
You
until
know
the
what I'm saying?
sunrise, that's cool. But don't lay down and go to
Don't
sleep
go
on
to
it.
sleep
If I'm
with it
tired and you talking
unresolved.
too much, I'm going to sleep.
Listen, but you know what? That's
No, if you're tired and she talking
but
too
that's
much,
a
just put something in
communication
her
thing,
mouth.
though. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you need to take a pause. You know what, babe?
If she
too
tired and she
much.
talking too
Yeah.
much, just put something in the mouth. It's the Patio PolitiCz. Shout outs to all the sponsors.
Sponsors.
You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to y'all
You
for
gotta
being
end
here.
on it like that. Put something in the mouth. Thank you to the sponsors, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all
on.
like,
Yeah.
subscribe,
Hey,
get in
glistening.
the comments.
Go follow now.
Yes,
y'all. Follow
yes.
now.
Shout outs to the
Follow
ultimate
now.
rider. You know what I'm saying? J5TH. We love you. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Hey, every Tuesday, y'all know what it is. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
There it
That's
is.
what I'm gonna say.
PST.
You know, PST.
Don't watch that bullshit. Tap in us.
Yeah. This
right,
the type.
that's
This
right,
the
that's
type
right.
of media that you need
Hey,
right here
hey,
underneath
hey,
the Patio
hey.
PolitiCz.
Yeah.
We're gonna be right. Well, we're not gonna be right. Well,
Nah,
we're gonna
we
be
finished.
right back. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
we'll
You
be
know,
right back next
And on
Tuesday.
Tuesday
See y'all
at
next
6
week.
p.m.
That
See y'all
is.
next week. You
Pull
know
up,
what I'm saying?
y'all.
Call your
It's the
mama and them.
Patio.